Welcome to my YouTube channel, TJ Trends Info. We love you, and we need to be close friends all the time. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. 5 students expelled for watching videos of Balthazar, a growing threat of pornography among African youth. In Walungu, South Kivu, 5 students from Kamangala High School, a Catholic-affiliated institution, were permanently expelled on November 18, 2024, after being caught watching explicit videos of a man identified as Balthazar from Equatorial Guinea. Reports suggest that over 400 of his explicit videos are circulating online, raising serious concerns across the region. The growing consumption of pornographic content is increasingly affecting African youth. Experts warn of several consequences, including 1. Psychological impact. Exposure to such content can lead to addiction, anxiety, and distorted perceptions of relationships. 2. Academic decline. Many young people struggle to focus on their studies, leading to poor performance and increased dropout rates. 3. Moral and social decay. Repeated exposure normalizes inappropriate behaviors, undermining cultural and religious values. 4. Health risks. Porn addiction can lead to isolation, depression, and in extreme cases, unhealthy sexual behavior. The expulsion of these students has sparked debates on the role of schools, parents, and governments in protecting young people from the dangers of explicit content. Many call for stricter regulations on internet access and comprehensive education to address the growing problem. If women who were involved with Balthazar are reportedly facing difficulties, the problems they might encounter could include 1. Social stigma. In many communities, women who are identified with such scandals face shame, isolation, and judgment from society. 2. Mental health issues. Feelings of regret, anxiety, and depression can arise due to their association with the situation, especially if they face public exposure or humiliation. 3. Physical health concerns. If there were risks of sexually transmitted infections, STIs, or other health consequences, this could add to their stress. 4. Legal or financial problems. If these relationships were exploitative, they may face challenges in seeking justice or support, particularly in environments where victims are often blamed. 5. Loss of opportunities. Reputational damage might lead to lost educational, professional, or personal opportunities. Please do not miss to subscribe to our YouTube channel, TJ Trends Info. Share, like, and comment.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another deep dive.
It's good to be back.
Today, we're going deep into a scandal that really rocked Equatorial Guinea.
Yeah, this one's got it all.
Power betrayal and some really shocking discoveries.
Definitely not your average corruption case.
Yeah, so to set the scene, we're going to be working mostly from this report.
Really comprehensive report.
It's called Comprehensive Report on Balthazar and Nganga's Scandal in Equatorial Guinea.
Catchy title.
Yeah, so just picture this, okay? You're investigating financial corruption, right? Pretty standard stuff.
Following the money.
Right, exactly. And then, bam, you stumble upon hundreds of explicit videos. Hundreds featuring all these powerful figures.
Yeah, and it's not just like random people, right? We're talking the president's sister.
Oh, wow.
Wives of ministers, high-ranking officials, even the director general of police's wife.
It's like something out of a movie.
Almost too crazy to be real.
So before we get too far, let's back up a bit.
Okay.
Who is this Balthazar Nganga guy?
So Nganga was the Director General of the National Financial Investigation Agency.
Pay enough.
Pay enough, that's the one. Essentially, he was like the top watchdog.
The irony.
Oh yeah, big time. I mean, the guy in charge of rooting out financial misconduct.
And he's caught up in this.
Exactly. It's like textbook hypocrisy.
And to make matters worse, some of these videos were filmed right in his government office.
With the Equatorial Guinean flag, like right there in the background.
I mean, talk about a power trip.
Seriously, it really makes you question the whole power structure there. Like, how could this go on for so long?
It's a country where the president's family has a lot of influence, right?
Yeah, a lot of influence. So it makes you wonder about the dynamics at play.
This whole thing takes a dark turn, though, when the videos leak online.
Yeah, over 300 of them ended up on the internet.
Instant media frenzy.
Total chaos.
I agree.
And tragically, at least one woman involved committed suicide.
Oh, that's awful.
It's just a devastating reminder of the personal cost of these scandals.
Beyond the politics.
Yeah, beyond the headlines, these are real people with real lives.
So the government obviously had to react.
They moved pretty quickly, actually.
Ngonga was arrested, dismissed, and hit with a whole bunch of charges.
Corruption, abuse of power, misconduct, the whole 9 yards.
And they were very public about condemning his actions.
Right, oh, yeah, damage control in full effect. They were very, very keen to distance themselves from Ngonga.
Stressing that he's like a bad apple.
Right, not representative of the government as a whole.
So they brought in all these new measures, stricter oversight codes of conduct.
Trying to show that they're serious about reform.
Do you think it'll actually make a difference, though?
Honestly, it's hard to say. Sometimes these things are just for show.
Right, window dressing.
Exactly. It'll be interesting to see if there's any real long-term change.
What about the women who were in those videos, though? I mean, where do they go from here?
Yeah, that's the really tragic part. They're the ones left dealing with the consequences.
Social ostracism, legal battles.
Trying to stop the videos from spreading further, the psychological impact. I mean, it's unimaginable.
Yeah, I mean, their privacy was completely violated.
And in a very public way, it's a stark reminder of how these scandals often impact women disproportionately.
Absolutely. Their reputations are often more heavily scrutinized.
And the social stigma can be so much worse.
It's just a heartbreaking situation all around.
Yeah, and it's particularly jarring when you think back to what Vice President Teodoro Nguema Obiang said initially.
He was using this case to promote integrity in the government, right?
Right, saying it was an example of what not to do. It makes you wonder, was he being genuine or was that just strategic PR?
Hard to tell.
Only time will tell if there's real action behind those words.
Zooming out a bit, what's the big takeaway from all this? It seems like more than just one man's mistakes.
I think that's a really important point. This scandal really exposed a system that's ripe for abuse.
A system lacking checks and balances.
Exactly. And Ngonga may have been the one caught, but it makes you wonder how many others are out there.
Right, and it makes you think about power dynamics in the digital age.
Yeah, I mean, this could happen anywhere. Technology changes everything.
The speed at which information spreads, the potential for damage.
It's a whole new landscape of risk and consequences.
Makes you really think about the relationship between power technology and accountability in this day and age.
It's a complex issue with no easy answers.
Definitely something to keep in mind as we navigate this increasingly digital world.
Absolutely.
Well, on that note, we'll leave it there for today. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Always a pleasure.
And until next time, keep those questions coming. Stay curious.
Stay informed.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
See you later.